Welcome back. It's now time for Midday Sports. A veteran coach Mark Elliot, who had direct responsibility for the nation's 4x400 meter relay teams at the recently concluded World Relays in the Bahamas, says it shouldn't be too difficult to get opportunities to qualify Jamaica's team for the Paris Olympics. Jamaica's men's 4x4 team missed out on an automatic spot in Paris after failing to make the final and finishing outside the top two in the second round final at the World Relays in Nassau, Bahamas. But Elliot says all is not lost.
It should not be difficult because it's a 4x400, as opposed if you were thinking about the mixed relay, because it's very rare you go to a track meet and find a mixed relay just running, but you could always put together a sanctioned relay and be able to conduct that. So I wouldn't see it being difficult.
This 59.34 seconds from last year sees them sitting one place outside the top 16 countries, which will field a team in Paris. Zambia is currently in the final qualifying spot based on time with 2 minutes 59.12 seconds, while France is the other qualifying team, or in the other qualifying spot on time with 2 minutes 58.45 seconds. The cutoff date for qualifying is June 30. Now, two-time Olympic double sprint champion Elaine ThompsonHerah says she has adjusted to her new training program at Elite Track Club under the guidance of coach Ronaldo Walcott. Thompson-Herah joined Walcott at his Jamaica College training base in November last year.
Training is going good so far. The work never easy. It's always hard. It's an Olympic year. You have to put in that work, and the new setup is going good so far. I'm getting accustomed to being with a new coach, getting instruction and to follow them. But everything is going good so far. I can't complain.
Thompson-Herah, who secured the sprint double at the 2016 Rio Games at the Tokyo Olympics 3 years ago, says she's feeling no pressure as she prepares to defend her Olympic sprint titles for a second time.
It's going to be a tough one this year, trying to do a three-peat. So for me, it's all about just taking it race by race, make it to the trials, and then Paris will speak for itself. But definitely to try to repeat that double and to be a part of history, to be the first woman to have 3 Olympic titles.
Now, St. Catherine Football Association presidential hopeful Jason Makai says the clubs are crying out for help from the Elaine Walker-Brown-led association. Makai, who was speaking on Hits 92 FM's Sports Grill on Tuesday, says clubs in the association are tired of being put on the back burner.
Primarily with the president, yeah, that is generally how it is now. Majority of teams are set off by the autocracy that is existing there now and the high-handed, type of servitude that they're being subject to. And that is the biggest complaint. I mean, apart from the mismanagement and the ovals to look like what it is and other things, it is really just the style of management that has really gotten everybody so yearning for a change, or yearning for the teams to be rescued.
Makai went on to say that the SCFA is not concerned about the club's well-being, but more about controlling them.
Have very effective leadership, and I don't think that's where the problem is. The problem is the teams have no income, so we need an administration that can assist the team. And this particular association is not currently able to offer assistance to the teams, nor is that part of their plan. Their plan is to police the team, and in most cases to let the teams know who's in charge.
Some NBA news now. Jaylen Brown led Eastern Conference top seeds Boston Celtics to an emphatic win over the Cleveland Cavaliers in Game 1 of their NBA playoff semi-final. Brown scored 32 points alongside Derek White's 25, which included 7 three-pointers, as the Celtics eased to a 120-95 victory in Boston. Donovan Mitchell top scored for the Cavaliers with 33 points, while Evan Mobley added 17 and Darius Garland 14. Game 2 of the best-of-7 series takes place in Boston on Thursday. Meanwhile, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scored 29 points as the Oklahoma City Thunder earned a 117-95 win over the visiting Dallas Mavericks in the opening game of their Western Conference semi-final. Gilgeous-Alexander's scoring efforts were complemented by 9 rebounds and 9 assists as the Thunder, who have an average age of just over 23, became the youngest side in history to win an NBA playoff semi-final. Kyrie Irving scored 20 points and Luka Doncic, who was struggling with a sore knee, finished with 19 as the Mavericks stayed in contention until the final quarter. The second game of the series takes place in Oklahoma City on Thursday. And that's it for your Midday Sports Report. Shamela?
Thank you, Jordan. And that's the Midday News. I'm Shamela Pullen. Join us at 7 for Primetime News. On behalf of the News, Sports and Production teams, good afternoon.